Iran says it successfully sent another monkey into space. And this time it survived, unlike during a similar launch 2 years ago. Iran said a rocket named Pioneer blasted the monkey 120 kilometers before safely heading back to Earth.
Iran claims to have successfully sent a live monkey into space, causing international dismay. The primate made the journey in a Pioneer rocket, reaching an altitude of 120 kilometers. State television showed footage of the monkey strapped into a harness and being placed in the rocket. International concern centers on the idea that similar spacecraft could be used to carry nuclear warheads. Iran says its nuclear program is for energy generation only, but the US says the monkey launch violates UN rules, while the EU is waiting for Iran to agree to fresh talks on the issue. The monkey arrived back unscathed. Experts say the launch could be a significant advance in more ways than one. Tehran's announced it wants to send a man into space by 2019.
Iranian officials say the rocket reached a height of 120 kilometers. They say the monkey returned safely to Earth. The defense minister said Iran was on its way to sending a man into space. The launch went ahead even as Iranians struggle with economic sanctions Western countries imposed for Iran's nuclear program. Iranian officials have launched several rockets carrying satellites in the last few years. They sent up a monkey in 2011, but officials said that mission ended in failure.
Iran's space monkey joins an old club of animal pioneers sent in space to see if living beings could survive beyond the Earth's orbit. Scientists chose animals that could stay cooped up for long periods to test how they deal with the weightlessness and radiation of space. In May 1959, the U.S. sent Abel and Baker into low orbit, the first monkeys to make it safely back to Earth. They look pretty good after a 60-minute ride in this Jupiter rocket's nose cone.
1957, year of space and Sputnik dogs.
But the very first animal to be sent into orbit was man's best friend, a Russian dog named Laika. In November 1957, the Soviet Union launched Laika aboard a Sputnik rocket, but it was a one-way ticket from the start. The dog died because no one had yet figured out how to bring back Laika to Earth. The Russians would send more dogs into space, like Belka and Strelka, in August of 1960. They looked nervous at first, but then they seemed to be okay with it. Belka and Strelka make it back safe and sound to become heroes of the Soviet Union. In January 1961, NASA launched the first chimp beyond Earth's atmosphere, nicknamed Ham. Ham was taught to push levers while in space, proving that man could perform tasks in flight. Ham's performance helped prepare Alan Shepard for his mission 4 months later. These animal space pioneers proved that living beings could survive in space, thus paving the way for the first human in space, Russian Yuri Gagarin in April of 1961, and the first man on the moon, Neil Armstrong, in 1969. They didn't ask to become space tourists, but they played an important role, paving the way for humans to go where no one had gone before.